Hey everybody, and welcome to Let's Play, and yet it moves. We're going to be playing the Wii version, and if some of you guys are familiar with me or my channel, you might have realized that, didn't I do videos on this game before? Well, yes, there's two reasons for that. One, I'm doing a bunch of re-LPs since I've learned more about video editing, commentary, and how to do Let's Plays in general. Figure I can do this game better justice now. And I was intrigued when I was choosing which version of the game I wanted to do when doing this re-LP. Is like, I could do the PC version or I could take a look at the Wii version, you know, because I've never played it. And the one reason, you can obviously see I chose the Wii version, there's one distinct reason for that we're going to get into as we start playing here. If my Wiimote will decide, there you go, there it is. Wiimote's not very happy. My TV is also a monitor and it's on the desk and I have to be sitting close to use my microphone because it's a studio microphone, blah 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 blah. Let's put on our Wii strap, why not? The warning told me to. I'll go ahead and clip this on. I'll go ahead and clip this on. Here you go. Yeah, I'll make sure you can hear it and everything. There you go. So, I originally did videos on this game around 2012, I think? That's quite a while ago now. And the reason I decided to do the Wii version instead of the PC version again is one distinct difference in the control scheme, or in how the game kind of works. The Wii version has something unique to it, and I poked around in the PC version, played the first couple levels of both versions to take a peek. We start off in a profile here, we get 3 to start with. On the Steam one, it kind of just logs you into your Steam profile. There's one distinct difference that we'll get into right away. First off, I want to point out the music of this game is very unique, and the graphical style and everything about it is just, this is a really neat game, and I'm glad I'm finally getting around to doing this, because I'd like to do it better justice. Anyway, so there's one distinct difference between the two versions, and it's the way the tilt controls work. In the PC version, you would hit a button, the arrow key, right or left, and it'll tilt the world right or left. But it'd always go in a set turn. It'd always be like a perfect turn like that, kind of. As you can see in the Wii version, I have full control of how the tilt works. And when I was debating which version I wanted to do, I just ultimately decided to do the Wii version because I figured I could probably do some interesting things with the physics, since the controls are set up this way now. And I poked around in the options and stuff to see if this was in fact Wii exclusive, and if I'm not correct, somebody out there will be able to correct me, but as far as I know, this full 360 motion is exclusive to this version, so I figured that'd be a little bit more interesting. Alright, so about this game, it's all about physics and the tilting the world and what it does to the objects around you, as well as you yourself. When you jump, you still build momentum when you move in the air, so I could stick in the air here for a bit, but I'll slowly build up speed, and if I'm falling too fast... Oh, I hit a slope, so I didn't die. If I hit a flat surface, I would have died. And going back to my previous checkpoint. So, that's the general thing. But what makes the Wii version interesting is I could probably salvage some of my jumps if I land in a particular way, even when I've screwed something up. So I could... maybe... yeah, I salvaged, like, I probably should have died, but I'm able to tilt the world in such a way I can land in slopes a little bit easier. The PC version is not as easy to, do that. So, that's the main reason I decided, yeah, I'll take a look at the Wii version. So, our main character here, Andy, he's like a paper guy. Oops, got crushed by the rocks. I'm gonna get crushed by the rocks again. Oh man, they're all falling down because the world tilted back. I forget what the story in this game is exactly. I'm sure I'll be freshened up as we go through the levels. But we're just making our way through. From point A to point B, it's a puzzle platformer. And as you can see the gimmick, you can turn the world. Once you complete a level, you can play it in speedrun mode. Yeah, this game is a speedrun mode. So... if you want to challenge yourself after you've figured out the level, you can do that. I think there's... on the PC version, there's actually like a online leaderboard and all that good stuff. which doesn't exist in this version anymore because Wii stuff is pretty much, all the servers are not really around anymore. So, this game has very, very interesting themed music. Well, normally I'd have to tilt this place in such a way that the rock would come after me, but I can tilt it ever so slightly so that I can still climb, and the rock is not that big of a deal. I can kind of time myself better there, see? So that's why I'm playing the Wii version. It's just I figured the full control of how my tilts are would make this an interesting experience and be different from how I played it the first time, so that's why I'm taking a look. So I've played the first couple of levels when I was plague testing and checking which version I wanted to do, so it kinda... that was interesting. So yeah, like I said, I can probably do interesting things to the physics and get myself stuck like that and get Andy here killed. Now, I don't think Andy's name is ever specified in the game specifically, but when I originally did this game, one of the developers was actually watching the videos, and I would ask questions and stuff, and he'd get to them, so that was pretty cool. Whether or not that'll happen again, I don't know. We'll see. But it's really cool when indie developers reach out to people working on or doing videos on their stuff, and they interact with them. I've had a couple experiences with that, and they've both been rather fantastic, so that's also a good reason I wanted to look at this game again, just because it's been a while. I haven't played it in a very long time, and I figured, you know, it'd be interesting to see what weird things I can do in this version. So far, everything's been pretty vanilla. You can do jumps and stuff that you probably shouldn't or wouldn't be able to do quite properly and salvage yourself a bit easier. Now that I have full control over where I'm gonna go, I can make myself ensure my landings on slopes and stuff so Andy doesn't die from his velocity a lot easier. So I think we're going to be in blind territory from here on out, or as blind as it can be. Whatever memories I remember from, how many years ago was that? 3 years ago? I think, maybe. Now here's an interesting thing. Here, this is where they're properly trying to teach you. In fact, I'll show you. This is where they're trying to properly teach you that if you land on slopes, you'll have a better chance of living, or live in general. Like that. And if you land on flat surfaces while you're going too fast, you'll die. So there you go. Now, obviously, because this is the Wii, there's going to be some interesting little frame rate issues going on. As you can see, the frame rate's kind of skipping and going a little bit weird. It is performing at 60 FPS, much like this Steam version and all that good stuff, but it seems like the Wii's gonna... just weird frame skips. I don't know how to explain it. You can probably see in the video. So if you're crazy about that kind of stuff, the Steam version might be for you, but I definitely think the freedom of turning in this version is worth the look at. Now, the interesting thing about this game, I got introduced to it, I think back then it was one of the first, if not the first, Humble Bundle, and I got a whole bunch of, a pretty cool collection of indie games. 2 of them I did videos on right away, this being one of them. The other one I'll be redoing sometime soon. So yeah. So, I don't know much outside about the game, outside of my previous experiences, and just memory. Just memories of, oops. Just memories of what I did before. Though it was quite a while, I don't even know what I said in those old videos anymore, so I'll stop addressing them. I'll pretend this is a fresh experience again. Even though it pretty much is, I mean, never played this version before. Oh my goodness, all these rocks going everywhere. That whistling noise as they fall out into the void. If Andy falls in there, he'll be sucked out into non-existence as well. The nice thing about the tilt controls in this is that they work pretty well. Like, I don't have to hold my Wiimote in a specific way or anything. I'm just playing it like NES style, and it picks up the tilting quite easily. It's nice. You don't have to be pointing at the screen or anything silly like that, so... it's modest motion controls, and for this game, it definitely works. So... I think the aspect of being able to have full control of my turning, I'm gonna keep saying that, is a little bit more interesting. It's neat. And some of my rocks have escaped. I'm gonna need to get those back. I wasn't paying attention to how I was tilting. Now I can't do this as fast. Alright, oops. Come on now. Get out of that little cove. Oh, and hopefully none of you guys watching, hope you don't mind. I hope I'm not giving you motion sickness. Maybe don't watch this video in 60 FPS mode. That might help. Alright, let's flatten everything out, break that little area. Oh, I got crushed. No big deal. Checkpoint's right here by the end. That's awfully kind of them. Okay. So now, for sure, we're definitely entering unfamiliar territory. Now, I don't remember if this game had, like, a specific, probably make those bats do interesting things now that they can turn a world around fully. They kind of just grab onto the next proper surface. Look at that, they're on the corner now. Interesting. Anyway. Oh, I forgot about that. That lizard guy, he eats. Alright, what we want to do here, as far as I remember, is get the... Ooh, don't go down too far, he's going to eat me again. I want to get the bats over to the lizard guy. I don't know, I'm calling it a lizard guy, it's clearly just a lizard. So, I want them up that way. Now I'm thinking, oh boy, the full tilt controls are going to get interesting. Just have to make sure I... Oops, don't go the wrong way like I just did. Alright, things are going to get neat. You know, I'll probably just be better off resetting the level so that the bats are in the right spot. There you go. Obviously, the load times are going to be a little bit slower on this version, no big deal. I'm not too finicky about that stuff. You think after all these years of playing PC games and all this craziness that, you know, eventually... There you go. After a while, the bats bug him and getting to leave, so there you go. He's gone now. Gone from history. Alright. A lot of people have grown so accustomed to everything running at perfect frame rates or loading in very short periods of time, all this optimization stuff and whatnot, so... Ooh, there's another one. Almost didn't notice there. See if I can get my little batty bat friends to help me out with that. We'll see. We'll see. That sounds like he's done. There you go. Off he goes. Into his little slit in the world. So, I don't really know. I'll probably look it up between videos. What the aesthetic choice for this paper cutout look was. It's definitely interesting. I mean, it zooms out, you see depth in it, it's just ripped paper everywhere, and it has that, you know, that texture thing that kind of moves with the objects. It's neat. It's definitely neat looking. That is a ghost Andy I need to grab there. I didn't realize I would really be needing my bats again. I better go get some. I'm not even sure where they are right now. Pretty much most of them are down here as far as I know. There's a bunch I can probably use. Hey guys. I'm gonna die. Oh, no I'm not. I land on a tilt. Let's see if I can do this properly. Probably don't need all of them. There's a few of them. Just a few of them. What's that little guy doing in there again? Get out of there. Don't need you back in there, I need you over there with the lizard dude. Once again, calling it a lizard dude. Don't ask me why. I just feel like saying the word dude for some reason. So, I don't remember him making that noise when he jumps, alright. That threw me off for a second because I thought the audio glitched. Weird. Alright, trying to get all my little batty bat friends up there. As long as I get myself in here. There he goes. Well, I need my bat friends still while they're going through the area, so... We'll see. We'll see if we do. See some rocks. That's for sure. There's definitely some rocks. Good thing lizards are apparently not okay with bats. Better be careful of that void. Alright, I don't see any others, so maybe I can freely move around without worrying about bringing the bats all the way here. There's some more music has kicked in. I remember what I gotta do here. Gotta get the water to fall in a specific spot. Like that. It's pretty neat. Work with the physics of the objects around you and get them to do stuff and things. The freedom control thing here is definitely really neat too. Like, oh, there you go, salvaged it. And off we go. Luckily, the stuff fell into the background, so it didn't all come and crush me. That would have been unfortunate. Tell myself just enough to give me access to the world here. Cave Dweller. So, is there a clear transition between areas in this game? I don't remember. We're about to find out. This load time tells me there is. So yeah, we're out of the caves, or we're outside in the freedom of the world around us. Sort of. So I guess with that, we'll call the video here. This has been Bluebomberimo. Thank you very much for watching, and until next time, have a great day.